Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ree's To Rewatch or Not. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at A Knight's Tale, which is a early 2000s hit. The film comes off the cusp of Brian's Oscar-winning adapted screenplay back in 1998. This specific film features Heath Ledger in our leading role. He is joined by supporting actors like Paul Bettany, Mark Addy, Rufus Sewell, and Shannon Sossamon. An element that I really love about this piece is the characterization of all the characters. Each character feels individual to its own unique self. They all have their own unique quirks, they're kind of different storylines, their different personality, which really helps segment this broadcast and individualize each character, which is something that's kind of challenging with these bigger pieces. This specific film does fall under the action-adventure category, but also features some really great comedic moments. If you're a person who likes stunts and thrills, then this is kind of the movie for you, because this film brings in some beautiful action shots that make you really feel involved in the storyline and feel involved in the environment. You can just tell by these scenes the level of choreography that was really needed, not only to keep the safety of our actors, but also to really just show off this whole scene and give us these different cool shots, moving shots, and everything like that. And I think that's kind of what the main storyline is, and that's what helps it. Other great elements of this piece is, of course, the set design. It really makes you feel transported into this medieval time. The sets have elaborate castles and kingdoms, as well as those kind of grungy, rustic inner cities that would be typical in that medieval time period. Our main character is this strong personality, this can-do personality, and that's really what Heath Ledger brings to the table. He gives us a dynamic range in terms of acting. We have those high emotional moments and also those lighthearted, silly, kind of goofy moments. And that's really kind of where he keys in and brings that real life component to it. And takes our character from point A to point B and really shows off the arc of the character. And also an action-adventure movie. It has these themes about societal changes that need to be made and breaking through boundaries, and I think that's just overall a great lesson to kind of learn from this film. Even though it has its comedic moments, it does drive a theme in, which is something that I think you can really connect to. Oftentimes with the medieval films, they can get a little bit boring, a little dry, a little less actiony, and this film doesn't do that. It really does drive these entertainment moments. It makes it feel different than films similar to it. While this film does center in the medieval times, it for sure wouldn't be a 2000s classic without some modern day hits. Sometimes this can come off a bit cheesy, but in this film's case, it really does help bring a new life to it. Now to whether this film is a rewatch or not. And basically, I think I would rewatch this again. It had its action adventure, which I love, and it really hit it well. But it also has those comedic moments that just make it so much more enjoyable to watch. So that being said, I would definitely recommend rewatching this, or even just getting started watching it the first time. So if you have a few hours of your time, I definitely say give this film a look. And I hope you enjoyed this little film review, and make sure to suggest any more films you would like me to see if I would rewatch or not. Thank you for watching.